welcome to the 2024 Service Recognition and Praise Award. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and all our wonderful nominees.
I'm Mr. James Espiritu, and I'm honored to be
Standing alongside my co-host, Ms. Nessie Miayo, as we guide you through this day of recognition and celebration.
Thank you, Sir James, and I must say, it is a privilege to share the stage with you today as we focus the spotlight on the dedication and hard work of our esteemed colleagues and retirees.
On the occasion of 117th founding anniversary of Central Luzon State University, we have 181 service awardees, 29 retirees, 8 praise awardees, and 2 presidential awardees will be recognized.
This recognition program is but a fitting tribute to these outstanding men and women who remain faithful to the duties they have subscribed to and went the extra miles to raise the bar of quality and excellence in public service.
And to formally start the program, may we request everyone to please stand for an opening prayer to be led by our University Chaplain, Reverend Father Rupo Ramel H. Cruz.
Let us pause for some moments of silence and feel the loving presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and loving Father, as we gather for this year's Service Recognition and Praise Award, we give thanks for the opportunity to reconnect with friends and relive our cherished moments. Bless this gathering with joy, laughter, and a sense of unity. May our time together be filled with love and fellowship, and may we find encouragement and inspiration from one another. Guide us as we continue our individual journeys, and help us to always remember and honor with gratitude our beloved Central Luzon State University. May our awardees be our source of inspiration for others, and may they be true to adhere and live out CLSU's vision and mission as partners and collaborators in providing excellent and value-driven education. Finally, dear Lord, provide our leadership with blessed eyes so they can see things in a more defined and purposeful perspective. Bless their ears so they can clearly hear your voice and for what is just and true. Bless their mouth so they can speak of your greatness to all of humanity with humility of heart and spirit. All this we pray through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You may now take your seats. At this point, may we call on Dr. Ariel G. Mactal, Vice President for Administration and Chair of the Praise Committee, for the opening remarks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you all to the 2024 Service Recognition and Praise Awards ceremony. Today, we gather not only to celebrate the success of our university, but more importantly, to honor the exemplary individuals whose commitment, dedication, and hard work have been a great contribution to the university's achievements. Each of you who are present here today played, plays, and will still be playing an indispensable role in our university, and it's fitting that we take this opportunity to express our deepest appreciation to your contributions. In the past years, we have witnessed innumerable examples of excellence, innovation, and teamwork that have elevated our institution to new heights. From overcoming challenges with resilience to exceeding expectations with exceptional performance, our employees continue to inspire us with their unwavering commitment to excellence. The awards we will be presenting today are more than just symbols of achievement. They are tokens of our university's gratitude for all the many work hours, sacrifices, and passion that each and every one of you has poured into your work. Also, let us not forget that behind every successful individual, there is a network of colleagues, mentors, and supporters who have helped shape our journey in Central Luzon State University. So, as we celebrate the achievements of our awardees, let us also acknowledge the collective effort and collaboration that have brought us to this moment. As we embark on this celebration, let us reflect on the values that define us as an institution: integrity, excellence, innovation, and teamwork. Let us renew our commitment to upholding these principles in everything we do, knowing that it is our shared dedication that sets us apart from other institutions and drives us towards even greater success. So, to all our retirees, as well as the service and praise awardees, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your hard work, dedication, and compassion. You are the heart and soul of Central Luzon State University. And it is an honor to celebrate your achievements today. Again, thank you for being part of this momentous milestone. Congratulations, and CLSU Mabuhay.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, let's lighten up the atmosphere with an intermission number from the talented performers of our university. Let's give a round of applause for the CLSU Maestro Singers.
Now, let's give a warm round of applause for that outstanding performance from the CLSU Maestro Singers. Now, at this juncture, we're very honored as we request Dr. Evaristo A. Abella, our beloved university president, to deliver the keynote address.
To all awardees and the whole CLSU community, to the deans and directors, to my abled vice presidents, to the university chaplain, Father Ramil Cruz, CLSU faculty and staff, good morning to all of you. We have come once again to one of the most awaited events for the founding anniversary, the Service Recognition and Praise Award ceremony. Your dedication and commitment as a member of the CLSU community is valuable, and this is a fitting avenue to recognize all your hard work. Being part of this university for 10, 20, 30, or 40 years is a big accomplishment by all of you and for CLSU. And being here since I was a child, hindi pa rin po ako nagsasawa. When you really find the job that you have and that you love, you will never work a single day in your life. I know that by you choosing to be here, you value our goals, you contribute to our vision, and you choose to uphold our principles of providing service to the people. Also, to our retirees, or soon to be retirees, we are here and have reached this magnitude because of your contributions. You have laid the foundation for us to follow. Let me bring you to the CLSU Policy Quality Statement. Excellent service to humanity is our commitment. If you are committed to provide excellent service to our stakeholders, our students, and other stakeholders, then you deserve to be an awardee. We are committed to develop globally competent and empowered human resources and to generate knowledge and technologies for inclusive societal development. If you are contributing to the development and discovery and development of technology that will be extended and transferred to communities so that CLSU will have an impact, then you deserve to be an awardee. If you are contributing to produce work-ready and globally competent workforce that will answer the needs of the industry and partner institutions, kung ikaw ay faculty na isinasapuso ang pagtuturo upang makapag-produce tayo ng mga estudyante na magagaling, at kung ikaw ay non-academic, na kapag pumupunta ang ating estudyante at mga clienteles, ay binibigyan nyo ng tamang pagsisilbi at pang-uunawa sa kanilang pangangailangan, then you deserve to be an awardee. We are dedicated to uphold CLSU's core values and principles, comply with the statutory and regulatory standards, and to continuously improve the effectiveness of our quality management system. Kung ikaw ay naghahangad at laging umiisip ng paraan upang mapaunlad ang ating paglilingkod, ang ating sistema dito sa pamantasan, then you deserve to be an awardee. Mahalaga ang inyong tinig upang higit na mapahusay ang kalidad ng aming paglilingkod. Kung ikaw ay nakikinig sa mga opinyon at tinatanggap na meron kang pagkukulang at sa pagkukulang na ito, iyong ini-improve at pinaghuhusay pa upang ang serbisyo ay mapaunlad, then you deserve to be an awardee. But rest assured that even without a platform like this, I duly recognize your hard work every single day as we always come up with new academic programs, teach and do research, as we always deliver administrative works, as we generate and disseminate technologies, and as we uplift the lives of the people through our business initiatives. I recognize you, we recognize you every day. You are valuable, and we value your contributions. So thank you to each and every one of you. I hope that our younger members of the community would be inspired of those who have established this university. Let us not forget the magnitude of their contributions. As we come close to our celebration of the 170th founding anniversary, again, I thank all of you for executing our ideas with precision and excellence. We have shown how we can conquer great things together. The task of being a leader is definitely hard, but to do it for all of you, my CLSU community, it is worth it. You are all worth it. CLSU is definitely worth it. Congratulations. Thank you to all of you, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, without further ado, let's get into the heart of the events, the awards. We would like to request our university president to please stay on the stage for the presentation of the awards. We will begin with our service awardees who have shown exceptional dedication and commitment.
The Academic Service Awardees with 10 years or more: John Vincent P. Abella, Roan P. Alberto, Karil Angeli A. Amis, John Rafael M. Antalan, Sylvester A. Badua, Sosimo G. Batad II, Joan A. Baila, Resty Ruel Borjal, Edreline L. Carino, and Claire Marie M. Castillo. Melchor A. Cupatan, George M. de la Cruz, Maria Ruby Yasmin M. de los Santos, Maria Adril S. Estigoy, Maria Francesca Corin T. Prias, Rani L. Gonzalez, Parsons N. Hale, Marites R. Jacinto, Janice C. La Fortesa, Jeremy S. Lumibaw. Michael E. Mananghaya, Rodolfo D. Martin, Wendy C. Mateo, Jonah Jefferson S. Mercado, Ferlin F. Reyes Cular, Ruel Nicolay B. Soriano, Onet O. Tijada, Rabelina R. Velasco, Vanessa V. Velasco, Divina Gracia A. Vergara, and Jason O. Villamor.
And now, the non-academic awardees with 10 years or more in service. Ireneo F. Bernabe, Jr., Ariel B. Casaclang, Joey D. Corrales, Marvin Lesser M. Quaresma, Neil A. Del Rosario, Alona L. De La Cruz, Hansel N. De La Cruz, Joel E. Dilla, Danilo R. Dishon, Andy Boy M. Dupra. Inocencio L. Enad, Sherwin Jasper M. Esguera, Yvonne D. Esmilia, Rose C. Eugenio, Reynaldo T. Flores Jr., Bismarck E. Francisco, Kerwin C. Gapultos, Josel S. A. Caniga, Eddie Boy T. Jimenez, Nemesio F. Liaño Jr., Donalyn D. Lucas, Cheryl J. Marcha, Benigno M. Maron Jr., Juancho I. Medina, Vanessa B. Morales, Evangeline P. Nabor, Wilson G. Nasis, Dennis R. Ocampo, Mark Paul G. Pascual, Tristan G. Pinera, and next we have Winsing G. Ramilo, Alberto R. Ramos Jr., Jerry P. Salmasan, Brian B. Salvatierra, Jumar V. Saracanlao, Nino A. Soriano, Philip Christian A. Valeriano, Gina S. Ventura, Rodolfo M. Villanueva Jr.
The following are the Academic Service Awardees with 15 years or more. RJ A. Aquino, Danfred P. Castro, Darlene Fe P. Castro, Oliver F. Celestino, Cinchalin P. Curada, Pichi G. Domingo, JP H. Istigoy, Joey G. Fernando, Enrico P. Manalad, Marlon A. Naagas. Lexter R. Natividad, Nelson M. Panahon, Mercedita M. Reyes, Belinda M. Rumblon, Joyce B. San Andres, Predelon B. Sison, Joel M. Torres, J. B. Villapria Jr., and Christine Grace D. Waing.
Now, let's give a hand for our non-academic awardees who have served with 15 years or more. Carlo Raul C. Divina, Josephine A. Ferrer, Loida A. Gurion, Rebecca R. Herbas, Julieta D. Holasca, Daisy May B. Julian, Dennis U. Lassie. Josephine F. Maghanay, Arvin P. Mendoza, Cheryl Ann Espaderes, Janet N. Padilla, Edgar C. Paragison, Rolly O. Pasardan, and Relly S. Tomines.
The Academic Service Awardees with 20 years or more in service. Elpren F. Celestino Jr., Ana Marie T. Del Rosario, Michael C. De Los Santos, Milagros S. Diaz, Redor G. Gaboy, Vivian A. Gumangan, Michael C. Mabalay. Janet P. Merculio, Jundel H. Parungaw, Pablo J. Rafael Jr., John Paul E. Santos, Shirley C. Serrano, and Richard P. Tagle.
The following are the non-academic awardees with 20 years or more in service. Felicissimo P. Aquino Jr., Antonio D. Bravo, Marcelo M. Candelaria, Laudencio M. Claus, Fernando D. De la Cruz, Felipe G. Doctor Jr., Roel V. Fermin, Marionito M. Francisco. H. Iglesia, Camia A. Lasig, Nicanor D. Santiago, Alice V. Saico, Sonny S. Tomines, Belen P. Tremor,
Academic Service Awardees with 25 years or more. Eileen G. De Guzman, Burjun J. Pilia, Elida R. Figalan, Luz A. Hobe, Bienvenido S.I. Canapi Jr., Edeline V. Lansangan, Jenaline B. Bagay, Remedios Z. Panuyas, Maribeth L. Parugro, Karl Marx A. Quiazon, and Benedict F. Reyes.
Presenting the non-academic service awardees who have served 25 years or more. Josie S.V. Baldadera, Chodulo P. Delusong, Maribel M. De La Cruz, Noel V. De Los Reyes, Senando C. Hardiel, Freddy B. Lamina, Maria Angeli R. Lucos. Rolando V. Pagaduan Jr., Sunny G. Peralta, Rovelyn E. Ponce, Cheryl G. Ramos, Eduardo R. Rañeses, Benito E. Tabios, Joselito C. Tulabot.
Awardees with 30 years or more. Evelyn F. Acoba, Mary Jane T. De La Cruz, Ernesto T. Jimenez Jr., Maria Elizabeth Dizzy Lloberas, Ariel G. Mactal, Lorraine P. Medina, Jovi J. Monserrate. C. Romano, Melanio G. Romano Jr., Armando S. Santos, Janet O. Saturno, Rosemary T. Tapi, and Myla L. Santos.
Awardees with 30 years or more of dedicated service. Roberto D. Cuevas, Leonardo D. Francisco, Rowena R. Pineda, Reynaldo P. Salmasan, and Annabel N. Villaroman.
Academic Service Awardee with 35 years or more. First, we have Emily T. Astrero. Next, we have Eupemio R. Calang Jr. As I call the third awardee, would you mind to please clap your hands together? Thank you. Next, Ninita P. Pabrigas.
And now, the academic awardees who have committed 40 years or more in service. Rosalyn M. Baroga. Ana Maria Lourdes S. Latonio. And Emmanuel M. Vera Cruz.
Next, we'll now give recognition to our retirees who have dedicated years of their lives to Central Luzon State University. First, we have Renato G. Reyes, University Professor. Adorable P. Pineda, Executive Assistant 4. Wilnita L. Ponce, Community Affairs Assistant 2. Evelyn Y. Hilario, Chief Administrative Officer. Wilfred E. Hamandre, Professor 3. Maria Rossi S. Manangan, Associate Professor 5. Maria Pamela D.B. Rogel, Associate Professor 4. Next we have Ferdinand D. Polo, Administrative Assistant 2. Armando N. Espino Jr., Professor 6. Paulina J. Albaran, Associate Professor 1. Romeo D. Del Rosario, Security Guard 3. Orlando M. Armadillo, Administrative Assistant 2. And Purissima P. Rico, Associate Professor 5.
Now, let us give a hand to our 2024 retirees. Rogelio S. Dudulao, Security Administrative Officer 4. Rodrigo B. Lucena, Senior Administrative Assistant 5. Julius E. Antipuesto, Administrative Assistant 2. Benito S. Narca, Security Guard 3. Gerardo J. Ganchoque, Administrative Assistant 4. Eugenio R. Calam Jr., Associate Professor 5. Froilan U. Pelayo, Administrative Assistant 5. Pedrito M. Badua, Associate Professor 5. Digna A. Francia, Administrative Assistant 2. Alice B. Psycho, Executive Assistant 2. Hanilet K. De Jesus, Nurse 3. Teresita S. Del Rosario, Nurse 1. Luz A. Jove, Associate Professor 5. Felimon D. Lubrin, Administrative Aid 6. Chodulo P. Dalusong, Administrative Aid 5. And at this juncture, may we request our Vice President for Administration, Dr. Ariel G. Mactal, our Vice President for Research and Extension, Dr. Edgar A. Orden, our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ravelina R. Velasco, and our Vice President for Business Affairs, Dr. Karenina B. Romualdo, to join our University President on stage as we honor our praise awardees, those who have made significant contributions and have gone above and beyond their call of duty. And now, the nominee for Outstanding Administrative Staff, Level 1 for Academic Affairs Program. And this year's Outstanding Administrative Staff, Level 1 for Academic Affairs Program is Aurelio R. Aguto Jr., Administrative Aid 1, College of Engineering, ISI. Mr. Aurelio R. Aguto Jr. has demonstrated exceptional dedication and proficiency in his work at the Information Systems Institute and in his overall contribution to the university. He plays a crucial campus network to optimize its performance for various university activities. Mr. Agulto's professional experience as a network engineer has been marked by his essential contributions, proactive ideas, and dedication to enhancing the university's network capabilities.
Now we will proceed to the nominee for Outstanding Administrative Staff, Level 1 for Research and Extension Program. This year's Outstanding Administrative Staff for Level 1 for Research and Extension Program is Aquilino V. Romero Jr., Administrative Aid 4, Crops and Resources Research and Development Center. In his service and dedication as an administrative staff for the different programs and projects in the university and under the Crops and Resources Research and Development Center. The role of Mr. Romano in guiding and managing communications quickly not only made the operations of CRRDC run smoothly and improved the coordination between departments, but also limited the delays of misunderstandings, contributing significantly to the overall productivity and achieving goals within the organization. Moreover, his efficient coordination of procurement processes across various offices has resulted in improved negotiations with suppliers, streamlined budgeting procedures, and enhanced transparency and accountability in procurement activities. This effort have greatly contributed to the university's pursuit of excellence in learning, knowledge discovery, and governance.
And now, the nominee for Outstanding Administrative Staff Level 2 for Research and Extension Program. And this year's Outstanding Administrative Staff Level 2 for Research and Extension Program is Janet N. Padilla. Ms. Janet N. Padilla has contributed to various research projects focusing on agricultural productivity, profitability analysis, technical efficiency, and product development. She played a significant role in crafting business plans for new agricultural products, facilitating their commercialization. Her achievements have significantly impacted the agricultural sector, research community, and organizational success, reflecting her exemplary performance and commitment to excellence. Let's give it up for Ms. Janet N. Padilla.
Now, the nominee for Outstanding Administrative Staff Level 2 for General Administration and Support Services Program. And this year's Outstanding Administrative Staff for Level 2 for General Administration and Support Services Program is Jonathan T. Gurion, Supervising Administrative Officer, Head of Human Resources Management Office. Jonathan T. Gurion contributed to the reshaping of the strategic advancement policies and recruitment guidelines, facilitating the development of transparent and well-defined promotion criteria, which seamlessly propelled our academic staff to esteemed positions such as professors and associate professors, extending their positive impact to non-academic staff as well. Furthermore, his unwavering commitment to disseminating knowledge on HR-related matters aligns seamlessly with civil service laws and rules, demonstrating a steadfast dedication to excellent service. A round of applause, Jonathan T. Gurion.
The nominee for Outstanding Faculty Level 1. And this year's Outstanding Faculty Level 1 is Darwin G. De La Cruz. Over the past 7 years, Mr. De La Cruz has demonstrated remarkable achievements by securing funding and implementing research and development initiatives. His numerous publications in international peer-reviewed journals have significantly enriched knowledge sharing and research efforts within the university. His unwavering dedication and significant contributions have truly elevated our university's research and academic endeavors. Let's give it up for Mr. Darwin G. De La Cruz.
Now proceed for the nominees for Outstanding Faculty Level 2. This year's Outstanding Faculty Level 2 is Geraldine G. Tayag, Associate Professor 4, Department Head, College of Home Science and Industry. Associate Professor Geraldine Ganchoki Tayag from the Department of Food Science and Technology, CHSI, and a registered professional food technologist, is an exemplary figure in CLSU, embodying the virtues of integrity, innovation, and passion that define a leading associate professor. She has published scientific works in international peer-reviewed journals and presented in symposia and conferences in the Philippines, Singapore, Laos, and Australia. The numerous utility models, 11 registered under her name at the Philippine Intellectual Property Office, showcases her strength in innovation. Her expertise and dedication have attracted a total of $24.5 million in a research grants for CLSU from DA BAR, DA ASEP, DOST Picard, and CHED, enabling groundbreaking studies as project leader and staff to 12 projects in the field of food science. Once again, Ms. Geraldine G. Tayag. And now, the nominees for Outstanding Group. We have the envelope. And this year's Outstanding Group is... Congratulations, Special Purpose Rice. The Special Purpose Rice Group work on CLSU's prime commodity, the Special Purpose Rice, or SPR. The group are composed of breeders, crop protectionists and product developers, marketing and business specialists, and farm laborers. This group thrives in delivering research outputs to house stables through varietal registration, farmer adaptation, and linkages with recognized organizations. They take pride in developing and promoting the use of aromatic, pigmented, and glutinous rice in various applications. At present and in the future, the group is continuing innovations in the use of SPR. Once again, our outstanding group.
And now, the nominee for Outstanding Official. And this year's Outstanding Official is J.C. Santos, Professor to Dean, College of Arts and Social Sciences. As the first and current Dean of the College of Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. J.C. Santos has been proactively engaged in his capacity as an official and administrator to his constituents. His leadership has been pivotal in the small and big steps of the college during its infancy stage, making it the college with the 5 high-performing departments and the Center for Central Luzon Studies at the forefront of arts preservation and conservation. He has displayed positive measures and equitable contribution of resources of CASS to go forward, especially during the challenging times. Dr. Santos obtained his PhD degree in Health and Human Performance with minor in Sports and Performance Psychology from the University of Florida under the Fulbright Scholarship Program. Let's give it up for Sir Doc J. Santos.
And finally, we present the Presidential Awardees, a special honor given for the exemplary leadership and service. Ryan B. Esteban. Ryan B. Esteban, Planning Officer 3, Chief Planning and Development Office. Mr. Ryan B. Esteban took the reins of the CLSU Planning and Development Office on March 2018. His unwavering dedication, exemplary leadership have been instrumental in driving the university's success. Through his meticulous planning, insightful decision-making, and relentless pursuit of excellence, he consistently propelled the universities towards achieving its organizational goals. As a result, CLSU continues to receive performance-based bonus which incentivizes government agencies that performs at their best and exceeds their organizational targets. Under his guidance, CLSU experienced remarkable transformation in its ability to monitor the accomplishment of its strategic goals and ensuring that it rightly pursues its mission and vision. Once again, Mr. Ryan B. Esteban.
And another presidential awardee, Armando S. Santos, Associate Professor 5, College of Arts and Social Sciences and Head of National Service Training Program. With the academic landscape of Central Luzon State University, Associate Professor Santos stands out as a beacon of transformative leadership. With his unwavering dedication, Professor Santos has carved a path of progress in the institution. Associate Professor Santos' legacy shines brightly with his unwavering dedication, academic foresight, and tireless advocacy, as he has not only shaped the trajectory of CASS and COS, but is contributory to the overall vision of CLSU. Again, let's give it up for Sir Armando S. Santos. Thank you very much to our executive committee. You may now take your seats.
Congratulations to all our awardees, and at this juncture, we'll hear responses from our awardees. To represent our non-academic service awardees, let us give a round of applause for Miss Rowena R. Pineda.
Okay na. Thank you. To our university president, the 4 vice presidents, other officials, my colleagues, and everyone in attendance today, good morning. Unang-una po sa lahat, maraming salamat po sa pagkilala sa mahigit 3 dekada ng aking paglilingkod sa CLSU. For most people, the university is usually deemed as their second home. However, for me and my family, CLSU is and has always been home. Para po siguro sa iba, ang CLSU ay isang workplace lamang. Lugar kung saan nagtatrabaho, pero para sa akin, sa CLSU ko po natagpuan yung tinatawag natin na community. Dito ko po natagpuan yung community na nakakasama ko sa simbahan tuwing linggo, yung mga doktor at mga nurses natin na parang pamilya na po tayo na kanila ituring, yung mga kasama po natin na mga laborer, na minsan nagiging kaagapay na po natin sa mga gawain. Ang ibang mga kaibigan po natin, pati na rin po ang mga security guards, sila po ay naging malapit na din sa atin. Dito po nakilala ang mga kaibigan na nakasama ko hindi lamang sa ganitong activity, kagaya nito sa loob ng university, ngunit maging hanggang sa ibang mga lakad natin outside sa ating mga opisina. Ito po ay isang community na isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit gusto ko pong manatili dito sa CLSU. Dahil po sa magandang samahan na natagpuan ko kung bakit naging mas magaan at mas masaya ang naging pamumuhay namin dito sa CLSU. Kung tutusin po, higit pa sa loyalty award ang pagkilalang ito. Hindi niyo po na itatanong, dito po ako sa pamantasang ito nakapagtapos mula sa high school hanggang sa masteral. Ang mga anak ko po ay dito na din po lumaki at nagtapos. Hanggang sa mga apo ko po, dito na rin po namulat at kasalukuyang nag-aaral. Isang karangalan na rin po siguro na maituturing na ako at ang aking asawa ay makapagpalaki ng mga anak na sumusunod sa mga yapak na handang maglingkod sa ating university kasama ng mga bagong henerasyon ng mga kawani na magtutuloy ng kasaysayan ng kahusayan ng CLSU. Isang kasaysayan pong parte ang bawat isa sa atin. Ito pong pagkilalang ito ay magsisilbing isang simbolo ng aking panata na maglilingkod sa university bilang pagtanaw ng utang na loob sa komunidad na bumuhay at humubog sa akin sa loob ng maraming taon. Marahil, gaya po ng iba dito sa atin, hindi rin po naging madali ang trabaho noong umpisa. Nagsimula po akong magtrabaho dito sa CLSU bilang contractual sa Bidani. Diyan po ako unang nagtrabaho right after my graduation. Ngunit kinailangan po naming lumipat ng tirahan dahil ang aming mga magulang ay lumipat ng Manila. Doon namin nakita ang kaibahan ng CLSU sa ibang komunidad. Ang komunidad na tahimik at malayo sa gulo ng syudad. Isang komunidad kung saan gusto naming lumaki din ang aming mga anak at ang aming mga apo. At doon namin na-realize na ang puso namin ay nandito pala sa CLSU. Dumating po ang pagkakataon na kami po ay nakabalik dito sa CLSU. Nabigyan po ako ng trabaho at na-assign sa isang opisina gaya po ng UBAP. Nagkaroon po ako ng permanenteng posisyon sa research at ngayon po ay ako ay kasalukuyang naka-assign sa HRMO under the General Administration Program. Masasabi ko pong hindi perpekto ang buhay empleyado, pero masasabi kong ito ay naging makabuluhan, patuloy na matapat at masayang naglilingkod sa tulong ng mga kasama natin dito sa CLSU. Nakagaya nating lahat, patuloy na nagsusumikap para sa ating mga pamilya. May ilang mga pagsubok, pero tatlong dekada na pong nakayanan at patuloy na pinagtatagumpayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagiging kabahagi kung bakit patuloy ang aking paglilingkod sa CLSU. Tunay nga pong marami nang nagbago sa CLSU sa mga nagdaang taon, pero ang mga laging nananatili ay ang diwa ng pagtutulungan para sa ating komunidad at sa kaunlarang panglahat. Patuloy po sana tayong maglingkod at patuloy tayong maging ehemplo ng tapat na paglilingkod, anumang larawan ang ating kinabibilangan. Muli po, maraming salamat, magandang umaga. Mabuhay ang CLSU, mabuhay tayong mga lingkod bayan.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And to hear a response from one of our service awardees from the academic program, let us give a round of applause for Dr. Emmanuel M. Veracruz.
To our University President, Dr. Tereso A. Abella. Oh, sorry, Evaristo A. Abella, sorry. Dati ho kasi kasama ko sa office, kaya hindi ko nakalimutan. Saka marami na natutulog, kaya ginawa ko yun. To our CLSU officials, I will not mention them one by one. To our retirees, praise and service awardees, to other CLSU faculty and staff, guests, a pleasant morning. It has been almost 40 years since I was hired in CLSU to be a faculty member of the College of Fisheries. And that was in June 1984. I graduated in March 1984 and started working here in this university June 1984. During the interview, natatandaan ko, biniru pa ni late President Campos si late Dr. Arce. Ang sabi niya, Dr. Arce was the dean then, nasubo ka na ata. Nangako kasi sa akin si Dr. Arce after graduation na ma-absorb na daw ako dito sa universidad. Actually, most of our batchmates, those who entered CLSU in June 1984, are presently no longer connected to CLSU. Either they transferred to another institution or they choose to venture abroad. If we examine the program, there are only 3 of us. But actually, there are at least 2 more of my batchmates still working in CLSU. And this includes our current president, Dr. Evaristo A. Abella, so hindi na nagkamali, ano? And Dean Beth Bahit. Serving an institution like CLSU is not easy. It requires patience, commitment, and a lot of sacrifices along the way. I can remember that promotion during the early service to the university was mostly delayed because of unavailability of funds. You are lucky now for young faculty and staff because there is institutional promotion, NBC and JC and the like, that is being implemented early. I can still remember that during my early years as an instructor, implementation of promotion will take 2 to 4 years after the period of evaluation. In addition, we need to have a permanent position to be qualified for GSIS and have monthly contribution through salary deduction. However, office life during that time was not as stressful as today. That is because on that time, CLSU does not have ISO and other international accreditations. Being successful in your chosen field does not happen within a short period. It requires hard work, courage, commitment, and above all, dedication to learning. With support from CLSU, particularly guidance and direction from my previous administrators, I was able to pursue higher degree here and abroad. Using the knowledge I gained, I was able to generate technologies in the field of fisheries, which are beneficial to our nation. In my almost 40 years of stay in CLSU as an educator and researcher, I learned that, number 1, success and happiness are not based on position and awards received, but in making a lasting impact in the lives of the students. The real happiness of a teacher is when you receive the appreciation of your students. Second, leadership is not having administrative position, but by doing something that will inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. For even without position, you can still lead in the middle of the pack and influence others. In an academic institution, most people will treat you based on your position, but there are very few who will treat you as a person. In this juncture, I would like to thank CLSU, particularly the administration, headed by the university presidents, from former President Dr. Amado Campos to the present President Dr. Evaristo A. Abella, and my previous administrators from the College of Fisheries and Freshwater Aquaculture Center, for they have contributed a lot in molding me of who I am today. Thank you for providing me the opportunities for growth and development. Thank you for providing an environment very conducive for a productive and successful career in academics and research. Thank you for recognizing and commending our accomplishments and for the incentives that we receive. Thank you also for pursuing and pressuring us to do something which we thought we cannot do, but stimulates us to perform better and better. If not for those opportunities, guidance, direction, commendation, and pressure, I will not be where I am today. I dedicate all my achievements to CLSU. In this way, I am just paying it forward for the many contributions given to me and for making me who I am now. 40 years of hard work and commitment to our alma mater is worth it. I will continue to contribute and create difference to help achieve our university's mission, vision, and goals. May God who continue to bless our beloved university. Thank you and have a great day ahead of us. Mabuhay ang CLSU and happy 117th founding anniversary to all of us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vera Cruz. And now, to hear from one of our non-academic retirees, let us give a hand for Miss Chodora A. Polo.
Sa atin pong kagalang-galang na Pangulo, Dr. Evaristo A. Abella, 10 ng kanyang mga opisyales, faculty and staff, mga service and praise awardees, friends, visitors, ladies and gentlemen, isa pong mapagpala at magandang tanghalian na po sa inyong lahat. Isa pong karangalan ang mapiling tagapagsalita bilang kinatawan ng mga retirees ng non-academic staff sa pagdiriwang po ng ating ika-117 years foundation ng ating pamantasan, na kung saan po pinangaralan kanina ang mga naglingkod ng mahabang taon at ang mga kawani natin at grupo na nag-excel sa kanilang mga larangan. Nais ko pong, bago po ako umakyat, tinanong ko po kay Ma'am Beth, anong oras na? Kasi sabi ko, hindi ko kayang tapusin ang aking kwento ng 5 minuto. Yun po kasi ang sabi sa amin. Kaya siguro po, hindi pa naman tayo gutom dahil 12:20 nang ako'y umakyat. Sabi ko po kay Sir Kalang, iiwanan kita ng 10 minutes. So, pagpasensyahan nyo na po, pagbigyan nyo na po ako kasi ito po ang kauna-unahan sa loob po ng mahigit 40 taong pagsiserve ko sa university. Ito po ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon na ako ay magsasalita sa harapan ng mga faculty and staff officials ng ating university. Noon po ako ay high school. Wala pa pong Facebook noon, ano? Pero meron na pong Islam book noon. Hindi po ba yung mga classmate natin nagpapapirma ng mga Islam book? Natatandaan ko po, sa bandang dulo ng Islam book, meron pong tanong na, what is your ambition? Ano ang gusto mong maging someday? Isa ko lang pong sagot sa lahat ng sinasagutan kong Islam book ay nais kong makapag-aral at makapagtapos sa pamantasang ito. Yun lang po. Dangan nga lang po ay hindi natupad ang aking pangarap. Dahil dala na rin po ng kahirapan, kinakailangan ko pong tulungan ng aking sarili para makapag-aral. Kaya humanap po ako ng school na nag-o-offer ng evening class, ang 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Kaya doon po ako nakapagtapos. Tunay po, nung ako'y makapagtapos, parang nawala na po sa isip ko ang CLSU. Dahil hindi ko naman po inisip na dito pala ako makapagtatrabaho. Dahil alam ko ito ay academic, community academic, university. Ang aking pong tinapos ay accounting. Parang ang liit ng chance ko na makarating dito. So nakapagtrabaho po ako sa isang bangko. Nung habang nagtatrabaho ako, lumabas ang result ng aking civil service at ako ay pumasa, doon po ako nag-resign sa aking unang pinagtatrabahuhan. Ang plano ko po, mag-a-apply ako sa mga government bank. Kasi po, sa PNB, government pa po ang PNB noon, ang mga professor ko po sa school ay mga part-time from PNB. So, last day ko po ng service dun sa niresignan ko ay July 31, 1981. Nakasabay ko po ang isa sa ating kasamahan dito na retired na naglalakad papasok. At sinabi po niya sa akin, sinabi ko po sa kanya, this is my last day sa aking pinagtrabahuhan. So, ang sagot po niya, why not? Apply ka sa CLSU, may bakante, accounting clerk. Ganun ba? Sabi ko, ba't mo alam? Kasi ang alam ko, siya ay nagwo-work sa PhilRice, dating MRRTC. Doon na ako sa CLSU, kapapasok ko lang. So, Friday, nalaman ko na may bakante. Monday, August 3, 1981, pumunta po ako sa CLSU, nag-apply. Tuesday, August 4, na-interview. After the interview po, ay nalaman ko na ako ang napili sa interview. Then Friday, 2 days po akong kumuha ng mga requirements. Friday, ay nag-start na po ako bilang isang accounting clerk with a permanent position. Kaya po sabi ko, ang aking pag-a-apply dito ay 1 linggong pag-ibig. Within a week, nag-start po ako as permanent. Taong 1981 nga po, sa mahigit po, ay ang una ko pong opisina na napaglingkuran ay ang Research and Development Center nung araw, na ngayon po ay naging Research, Extension and Training, na naging Research and Extension. 31 years na mahigit po akong nagsilbi doon. Nasundan po, nalipat po ako sa HRMO, more than 5 years din po ako doon. At sa huli, sa ISEM po, na more than 5 years din po ako. Ang isa po sa napakaganda na naranasan ko dito, ang una kong pong boss ay ang First Lady, Dr. Filomena F. Campos. At ang last boss ko po ay isa rin pong First Lady sa katauhan po ng kasalukuyan nating First Lady, Dr. Jela Patria L. Abella. Sa loob po ng 42 years, 5 months, and 8 days, kabisado po na nagpaglilingkod ko sa pamantasang ito. Masasabi ko po na naging fruitful talaga, naging makabuluhan at naging antakbo ng buhay ko. Masaya po ako sa aking paglilingkod at nasisiyahan sa lahat ng aking natatamasa bilang empleyado. Sa pamantasang po ito, nahango po kami sa kahirapan. Dito ko po natagpuan ang naging kabiyak ko, si Mr. Ferdinand Polo, at nagkaroon po ako ng 3 anak, na ang amin pong mga anak ay lahat dito nagtapos. At ang isa pa pong maganda sa buhay namin ng aming pamilya, ang 3 ko pong anak ay lahat nakapag-work, naranasang mag-work dito. Dangan nga lang po yung 2 ay maagang lumipat dahil po sa mga iba pa nilang pangarap. Natutuwa na rin po ako kasi naiwan po dito ang isa kong anak kasama ang kanyang kabiyak, ang aking pong bunsong anak na nasa CRRDC ng RNE at ang kanya pong husband ay nasa OAD. Sa panahon po ng aking paglilingkod, ay marami rin naman po akong taong natulungan, lalong-lalo na po nung ako po ay nasa research program. Ako po kasi yung pinaka-administrative and financial ng mga projects. So, naturuan ko naman po sila kung paano nila gagampanan ang kanilang mga trabaho, lalong-lalo na po yung mga JO at SO natin. Gayun din po sa mga estudyante na nag-OJT sa mga tanggapan na aking pinagsiserban. At nakakatuwa naman din po na itong mga natulungan ko ay nagbibigay naman po ng pasasalamat. At isa po na sa nakatouch sa akin, nung pong i-tribute po ako sa ISEM, na yun po ang nagpaiyak sa akin. Isang bagong faculty po namin sa ISEM ang nagsabi na ako daw po ay kanyang inspirasyon upang pahabain pa niya ang kanyang paglilingkod dito sa university. Tunay po na lubos-lubos ang aking kaligayahan na marinig mo na ang mga iba mong dating kasama na lumipat na ng ibang institusyon, iba na sa abroad na po, na pag nagbabalik bayan, bumabalik po sila sa akin upang magpasalamat dahil sinasabi po nila na ang mga naitulong at naituro ko sa kanila ay nagagamit nila sa kanilang trabaho sa kasalukuyan. Sa akin naman pong pagiging retired, ay patuloy pa rin po akong maraming gawain. Tulad po ng mga gawain ko po sa aking organizations, dinagdagan ko po ng konti, lalong-lalo na po sa church. At syempre po, yung aking pagiging plantita, ay lalo ko pa pong napag-igihan nito. Sabi ko nga po, tunay na hindi po ako perpekto, hindi po ako perpektong empleyado, pero ako po ay naniniwala sa forever. Pwede po bang pagtanong kung bakit? Kasi po kami ni CLSU ay forever. Forever po kaming magsasama. Forever po akong titira sa CLSU. At kasi po sa CLSU Village na po kami nakapagtayo ng aming titirahang panghabang buhay. At sa pagwawakas po, ay nais ko pong ibahagi sa inyo ang narinig ko po sa isang pari, sa humiliya niya, sa pag-attend ko po ng weekend retreat last week. Ito po ay nai-relate ko kung paano po ako nagtrabaho sa CLSU. Ito po ang formula. Honesty plus humility equals obedience. Kung saan po ang acronym ay H2O. Scientifically, H2O means water. Di po ba, water is life. And ang ating pong katawan ay binubuo ng 70 to 80% water. Hanggang dito na lamang po. Muli, isang maganda at mapagpalang tanghalian na po sa ating lahat. Mabuhay po ang CLSU.
Warm round of applause for Professor Eufemio R. Calang Jr. for his response.
To our beloved University President, Dr. Evaristo Abella, sa kanyang mga pangunahing katuwang, pangunahin na nga po ang 4 na mga vice-presidente, sa lahat ng mga presidential awardees, praise nominees and praise awardees, to all service awardees, sa lahat ng mga nagretiro noong 2023, sa lahat ng mga nagretiro ng 2024 at magre-retiro pa within the year, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, with all the strength of my heart, I'd like to say good morning. Kanina ay nag-umpisa ng 1981 po ba yun? Way back 1977, during the height of the NPA recruitment in Mindanao, I was summoned by my father. Sabi niya, anak, lahat ng mga kaibigan at mga kabarkada mo ay nasa kabila na. Lumayo kayo dito. Kailangan malayo. Sabi ko, sige, punta ako ng Central Mindanao University or MSU, somewhere in Marawi. Sabi niya, dito rin yun sa Mindanao ba? Punta kayo doon sa malayo, somewhere in Luzon. So, naririnig na noon ang Central Luzon State University. So, sa pamamagitan ng mga malalakas na alon, ako ay napadpad sa Luzon at nakarating. After 5 years, that was 1982, mabilis ang usad. Graduate ako ng CLSU. Ang sabi ko, I will return to CLSU. So, after more than 4 years of serving 2 state university and colleges in Mindanao, I went back to CLSU. I was hired June 11, 1988. July 26, 2024, papasalamat ako sa kabuuan ng CLSU sa pamamagitan ng kanyang mga opisyalis. Salamat sa edukasyon na pinagkaloob sa akin. Salamat sa edukasyon na pinagkaloob sa aming mga anak. Salamat dito ko natagpuan ang aking may bahay. The former classmate of our dear President during their elementary years. Maraming salamat sa trabaho na pinagkaloob sa akin. Thank you for the home and the friends that was provided by CLSU. Sa lahat ng mga hindi ko pa nabanggit na dapat pasalamatan, salamat po ng marami mula sa kaibuturan ng aking puso. Bago ko tapusin ang aking response, ay nais kong banggitin ang madalas kong ipinamimemorize sa aking mga mag-aaral. Ganito po yon. As we mingle with others, let us all be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, sir. It is indeed heartwarming to hear responses and messages of gratitude from our awardees. Let us once again give all of our retirees and awardees a round of applause. And to cap this event, we are inviting everyone to please stand as we all sing the CLSU hymn to be led by the CLSU Maestro Singers. Puputulin ko siya.
Once again, congratulations to our awardees. Thank you for your service and dedication. Again, I am Nessie.
And I am James, and that concludes our Service Recognition and Praise Awards. Thank you, everyone. Our lunch will be served, so please enjoy the meal and the serenade. Have a wonderful day.